Hey guys, it's Kayleen and Lori here, and today you clicked on the link because you want to know how to set goals in real estate. Well, Lori and I would say are pros at this. We used to do it when we were in education, and we will give you some tips and tricks that we found successful in our real estate business. So stay tuned.
Hey everyone, Lori and Kayleen here with The Finest Agents, and we push out a ton of new content every Tuesdays and Thursdays, all about growing your real estate business and being successful in this crazy industry. So make sure you hit that subscribe button or that bell as we go over a ton of new content this year, all about how we generated $600,000 in commission during our second year in real estate. We have people reaching out to us all the time, new agents, agents with team who want to join us here at EXP, come alongside of us, and let's grow your real estate business. So reach out anytime, 719-639-3393.
Okay guys, so Lori and I, what we have found is successful is that when we get ready and we're revamping for a new year, kind of wrapping up our fiscal year, we like to reset our annual goals, and then even daily we are putting goals out there, what we want to accomplish that day, and then it's kind of a checklist.
Yeah.
One thing that Lori had to get on me about, she was better at this, is when we don't meet those goals, that's okay. Just change it. Right. You know, you're constantly morphing, but move on, add it to tomorrow if it needs done. But where to start with goals?
And I would say if you're, you know, at the beginning of the year, like, or beginning of each month, we do it at the beginning of each week.
We do that.
We kind of sit down and like, what are our goals for this week? I even do it for like, what is our goals for today? You know, we sat down today and we had to do some driving tours for clients. We had to reach out to, you know, a few existing clients. We had to update their searches. We had to do some inspections. We had to help some of our, I mean, we kind of went through and had a checklist. Kayleen brought note cards today. I guess that's her new way of doing it.
I like to write mine down. I feel more accomplished if I can check it off. Lori's a little bit more like, you're fine just knowing it in your head. I have to see it because I'm like, these are my personal goals today. These are, you know. So while Lori's taking care of her naughty dogs, I'll tell you, I like to write down my goals. I like to be able to watch them get checked off. And to be quite honest, I forget if I don't have it wrote down. So I will, you know, at the end of the day say, oh, I didn't get around to doing this. I'll put it over here. This is what I want to do tomorrow. And then I put it in my back pocket, stick it in the pocket of my purse, put it in my car, wherever I'm at that day. And I'm like, okay, I still need to call and get the insurance squared away on our personal house. And I need to go drop the sign off here, and we needed to, you know, spend time figuring out our platform for Icon Agent. All of these things, I like to see it done. Lori is a little bit more virtual. Like, how do you keep track of all of your goals in your head? I have no idea.
Well,
I have to write mine down.
I have a note to self. I just
in
started
your
doing
phone.
this. I didn't know this.
Oh yeah.
Remember the other day I figured out you could text yourself. I don't know why. I never knew I could text myself. So I'd always text Kayleen like my list of things to do.
I always text her
and
too.
so I'm like, I can text myself. So
I'll say, remind me about this tomorrow.
Even little things like, you know, so I challenge you guys to do, when you set goals, we talk about what makes us successful is set 3 goals, right? So you're gonna go and set yearly goals, you're gonna go and set monthly goals, and then you're gonna go and set daily goals. Yep. And I think once you start getting those done and like have those written out, whether that's notes to yourself, whether that's a note card, however it is you want to keep track of them, that's what kind of helps, I guess, inspire
hold you
accountable would be a good word, to those. And then you have to, not the daily goals, but the monthly, that's why it's good to redo it every month, is to relook at your goals and relook at your yearly goals.
We didn't really go this direction. I think we can take this off. And that's what was hard for me. Like, you know, of course we do, how much volume do we want to do this year? And then we say, how many new agents do we want to reach out to this week? Well, now it looks a little bit different. We aren't making phone calls, and we're reaching out on videos. So how many videos do we want to make, and what days are we going to do it? And then that's where it kind of breaks down to that daily planning. In order for us to put out X amount of videos, we need to make time in our week to do videos. Her dogs are being naughty. No. But what helps is to, you know the direction you're going, know the footwork that needs to take place, and then put it in action. So we do Marketing Mondays. That's what we think of them as. It doesn't always go that way, but typically we like to do filming on Mondays for the entire week. And then that way, like we have a couple videos coming out for our real estate business this week that require driving tours. Obviously we didn't get them to them Monday, but we can then, let's see here, tomorrow, which is Thursday and Friday, it still gives us time to go around and get those videos done. But if I didn't have it planned for Monday, what it does is it really does leave, give you that accountability. Like I know by the end of the week, I have to get it done or else we don't have videos for the following week. So,
right.
So it just kind of makes that list that you know you have to get done. But the beauty of our job is that nobody is holding you accountable. So it has to come from you, and you know, the goals that you set for yourself, hold yourself accountable.
Right. So if you're watching this video,
don't just say we aren't going to post this week.
Yeah, and it's easy to do that.
It's easy to do that. Don't do it.
But, you know, if you're sitting watching this video, obviously you are maybe stuck in your real estate career or just getting into your real estate career, and, you know, you want some strategies to help you launch that career or grow your business. And so I just challenge you to give it 3 months, right? So it's easy to say, I'm going to set goals for tomorrow and this month. Like, make sure you stick with it, right? So when you are going to set your goals, you know, right now, get out a notebook, get out your phone and write down what you're going to do, and write down, you know, those certain steps you're going to do to get through those goals, and make sure you go and revisit it, you know.
Yeah.
And stick with it for 3 months. For a whole year is what you really should do. But, you know, if you can do it for 3 months, that's going to help.
So Lori and I, we used to work at a school district, and we would help juniors, seniors, and actually sophomore and freshmen come up with what they called a SMART goal. And what resonates with me, I don't remember what every acronym stands for, but what it was putting a goal in place, one that allows you to like think big. And the other part to that SMART goal is that it's attainable. Mm-hmm. Like I can't just say I want to be a model and expect to get there by eating candy bars. Like,
right.
You have to do something that's smart and attainable.
Yeah.
And that, you know, what are your steps to get there? Break it down, be realistic with those steps, and then fit it into your week. Make time for it. If it's important, you'll make time.
Right.
So.
And, you know, I think there's a difference between looking at your goals and say, I didn't meet that, that's okay. But and then evolving your goals. Like sometimes you should have met those goals. Like, why didn't I sell those 34 homes that I wanted to? You know, what can I put in place to make sure I do sell those 32 homes? Was I not setting my goals? Was I not calling enough clients? Was I not making enough marketing videos? What are some things you can do to meet those goals? But it is okay to also evolve your goals. Like we used to have some
that's where I had a hard time.
Crazy goals. I can't remember what they were, but I was like, we don't need to meet that goal. That's not, we've learned, we've grown. We know it's not the direction we want to take our business anymore. So we don't have to meet those goals.
Why would we do cold calls like 10 a day or whatever? Or, you know, your business evolves and changes, and so should your goals to reflect that. One thing too that I heard when we were at our sprint event, the heart of their business really was to give back to this particular organization. And so what they said is, you know, X amount of every commission goes to this organization, and their goal, because that was really their drive and their heart of their business, their goal for their real estate business was more that donation amount to that organization that they cared about, because that was more important to them than and they knew if they were meeting that goal, then everything else would follow. So it kind of depends on your perspective, what's most important to you. I do like hitting goals. I like we know if we want to sell 52 houses this year, at the end of each month, do we have 4 in place? Where's our others coming from? What do we have set up for next month? And it just helps us know that we're making our goals, and if not, where we have to pick up.
Right. And I think like some of it too is like we have accountability partner to hold you accountable. Mm-hmm. Obviously, so we have a team meeting coming up with our local agents here, and we also have, you know, virtual meetings with our agents, you know, who have joined us as part of our team, you know, all across the country. And we have meetings and we're like, okay, what is your goal? We kind of have fun. We have fun doing, we wear these crazy hats. We'll have like hat day. We bought new hats. So it's just kind of a fun thing to do. And then also, so make your goals fun, and then just find that accountability partner. And we would love to partner with you. And you could hop on our weekly or bi-weekly, you know, virtual meetings where we're like, what are your goals? What are your goals for the next 2 weeks? What are your goals? And we go through them and we hold them accountable, and then we check in with you on how your goals are coming.
Well, and not only hold you accountable, but if you aren't reaching it, what needs to change in order for you, or does it not really apply? You thought this was important, but it's not really, because you can do that. You can have those conversations, mark it off, but maybe you need to add what you found that is really important in your business. If it's not doing those cold calls, maybe it is making those videos. So take that one off, put this in there, and here's your, so this is like a testimony to how goal-driven we do stay. I was down with COVID. My husband had COVID. Our entire family was like locked up in the house. I could barely like take my head off the pillow. And Lori took it upon herself to make videos for our week that we were missing. And that to me really, it was like, okay, it's not the ideal situation, but it's still got to get done. And you just do it. And there are times when you're going to not perform to your best, or, you know, make videos that it's like, yeah, this is not that important to me, but we still have to do something. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be this like stellar presentation or stellar phone call or whatever. It is about being consistent, and it is about staying on track, and it is about the big picture. And so sometimes those little things get in the way, but they do matter.
Right. And so we do, you know, Colorado Springs What's Going On is our real estate channel. And that's where we drive most of our business. We drive leads for our team.
7,000 members. We want on this platform, we want 1,000 subscribers here. We want, you know, those are what our goals look like. But then to get there, it's all the logistics and the day-to-days.
Yeah.
How to make that work.
Yeah. So we'd love to help you grow your real estate business by creating goals, joining on our weekly accountability meetings, and putting those structures in place so you can do that $600,000 commission in your second year. I promise you, you can do it if you just stick with it. Come join us. Give us a call or text 719-639-3393. Come join us and let's make your real estate business a business of your dreams.
We'll get you a really cool hat too.
Yeah, that's right. Bye, everyone.